Coming up, how gun enthusiasts and South Dakota elected officials are reacting to President Biden's actions to curb gun violence in the U.S.
Plus, the pandemic forced many of us to do all of our shopping online. How one local store is hoping to bring customers back by creating unique experiences. Good morning, this is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day. 3 people are waking up behind bars this morning in connection with a drug bust in Sioux Falls. Investigators say employees at a hotel along Russell Street called police when they thought they saw a drug deal happening in the parking lot. When authorities arrived, they found the 3 people outside. Authorities say one of the suspects had brass knuckles, which are prohibited in Sioux Falls. Officers say they also found 128 grams of marijuana and 92 grams of meth.
Both the marijuana and meth were packaged into smaller packages. And then there was also a handgun that was found, and the serial number had been scratched off of that.
Police arrested 27-year-old Casey German, 25-year-old Corey Buckland, and 26-year-old Aaliyah Traversy on several drug charges. President Biden signed several executive orders to try and curb gun violence in America. They include the Justice Department drafting red flag legislation that states can model to keep guns out of the hands of people facing mental health issues. The department will also create new rules addressing ghost guns, which are self-assembled weapons that require no serial numbers. One gun enthusiast we talked with on Thursday doubts the orders will have any impact on reducing crimes committed by people with guns, but he thinks there could be a surge in gun sales.
Yes, they are going to go out and get guns because this is going to make them think that, well, they're doing this. What's the next step?
In Thursday's remarks, President Biden said charges that he is infringing on the Second Amendment are, quote, phony arguments. Following the president's announcement of his executive actions, Governor Kristi Noem tweeted her opposition.
The governor says, quote, taking away guns with red flag laws is an infringement. Placing new limits on firearm sales is an infringement. Curbing ammo purchases is an infringement, end quote. South Dakota Senator Mike Rounds made a road trip to Mitchell on Thursday to talk politics at the Rotary Club.
Rounds says he's against any red flag laws that don't include the right to a hearing in front of a judge if guns are going to be taken away.
We haven't yet seen a red flag law that actually has been introduced that would comply with due process to protect the rights of individuals that have a legal right to have a firearm.
Rounds says Biden's executive order on ghost guns is unnecessary because untraceable guns are already illegal under federal law. As he awaits his next court hearing, South Dakota's Attorney General is celebrating a promotion. On Thursday, Jason Ravnsborg announced on Facebook that he's now a full colonel in the Army Reserves. He's been in the military for 24 years and through 3 deployments.
Ravnsborg faces 3 misdemeanor charges for his driving on the night he hit and killed Joe Beaver. Charges include distracted driving and driving on the shoulder of the road. His next hearing is scheduled for May 12th, exactly 8 months after the crash.
Turning to weather now, parts of KELOLAND saw some much-needed moisture this week.
But is there more on the way? Let's find out with meteorologist Brian Karstens.
Well, it looks like there will be, at least for some areas, a few showers left over, Sioux Falls included. And we're still adding to our weekly totals, which, by the way, they're running close to 2 inches in Sioux Falls. Inch 81/100ths, last check, and we'll have updates throughout the day here at KELOLAND.com. Millbank, over 3 inches of rain this week. What a week it has been. Here on Mitchell, over 1 inch. Nice to see that. Mobridge, we could use a whole lot more, and we don't have much today for you folks, unfortunately. We do have more snow, though, for the northern Black Hills. Winter storm warning in effect there for Lead and the Deadwood area. We're also looking at a red flag warning in effect for the north central, including Timber Lake. So keep that in mind as well. More details on your weekend in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Brian. The Professional Bull Riders Unleash the Beast event kicks off this weekend.
KELOLAND's Max Sofer joins us with a look at what you can expect. Good morning, Max.
Good morning, you two. That's right. I'm here at the Denny Sanford Premier Center in Sioux Falls. It is just one of 26 stops on the Unleash the Beast tour. Now, the event starts tonight at 7:45 and goes through Sunday and is expected to draw around 5,000 fans per show. Now, the event center, it is open to full capacity, and you'll see the top 35 riders and bulls in the nation compete. This is all leading up to the World Finals in November, and those will be held in Arlington, Texas. Now, typically it is held in Las Vegas, but has shifted due to COVID-19 restrictions. Now, tickets are selling out fast, and if you'd like to buy some, we have a link that can help under this story right here on KELOLAND.com. Reporting from the Denny Sanford Premier Center, Max Hofer, KELOLAND News.
Thanks a lot, Max. A local jeweler is creating pieces for customers that hold more value than meets the eye. Thomas James and Bechtold Jewelry creates custom items.
A local woman who recently had a custom ring made says the item holds more to it than just beauty.
I think the most fun of it was not only that he, again, exceeded every expectation, but he would have each child come in and meet with him when we would complete that portion of the ring.
By allowing customers to be part of the process, each piece holds memories too. The store creates custom items as well as new items out of old ones.
If you're interested in learning more about Thomas James and Bechtold Jewelry, go to this story right here on KELOLAND.com. And that's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get one last look at your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
All right, weather today, well, featuring these leftover showers, Sioux Falls to Watertown, and then a separate batch of moisture in the west, featuring snow, of course, in the northern hills. This will likely continue to take a track to the southeast, so thinking north central Nebraska will be the recipients of some of that moisture there, kind of bypassing Sioux Falls to the south tonight. What's interesting about that system, though, as it clears us for tomorrow, it's going to take a turn into Illinois, Wisconsin, and then eventually we've got another little frontal boundary coming into northwest South Dakota Sunday and Sunday afternoon. That is going to accelerate our wind again. And then what you're going to see here at the end of the animation is the compilation of basically some wraparound snow and some colder air that's sneaking back in across Canada and trying to head south. And this is going to be a story headline next week. I think it's going to cut our temperature forecast into the 40s for highs and, yeah, below normal. There's the wind today. Don't forget about that. It is expanding this afternoon. Pretty common to see wind gusts over 30 miles per hour. We'll see that wind taper off tonight, and then for tomorrow, generally speaking, lighter winds across much of KELOLAND. But back at it again as we get into Sunday, another frontal boundary coming in, and along with that, there might be a couple of dots of at least spots of rain or snow in the west. I think Sioux Falls will get colder as well next week. So all things to consider there in the forecast. 60 degrees today in Aberdeen as we try to break into some sun. Sioux Falls at 57, mostly cloudy, showers diminishing. Tonight's lows, 25 Phillip, 27 Rapid, lighter wind. Tomorrow, nice, comfortable rebound. Bright sun helps, upper 50s and low 60s. So after a cloudy week, yep, sun will be good Sunday, too, in Sioux Falls, 62. And then next week, cooling down those 40s by Tuesday into Wednesday. Aberdeen also cooling down. There might even be a little more rain or snow chance there Monday. We'll continue to watch that. And we are looking at those temperatures in Pierre falling as well next week. So keep watching that. That's going to be a player probably down the road into the end of next week if we end up getting another storm system in the region. So many more things to watch for Rapid City, too, as it cools off. Just 42 Tuesday. Check out more details right here at KELOLAND.com.